Hey Aries, welcome to your monthly love reading for the month of October 2018. We're going to jump right on in and see what's going on for love and romance for the sign of Aries in the month of October. There's also a general reading for Aries every single week on this channel. So after you watch this video, if you want information on areas of your life outside of love and romance, be sure that you check out the weekly reading for Aries that's already posted. And subscribe and hit notification if you haven't already. And that way every week when the new videos are posted, you'll get a notification, as well as the weekly pick a card reading that I do. So without further ado, let's see what's going on with Aries for October 2018. And I feel like I need to shuffle 3 more times. That's the guidance I'm getting, to give it 3 more good shuffles. And then we'll jump right on in here and see what's happening with you all this month for love. You guys came out of that Aries full moon a couple weeks ago. So that may have been a doozy for some of you. And that may have kicked up some dirt in your love life, in the area of love and romance. But let's see what the cards have to say. Again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to be the same exact thing for every single one of you. Now, guys, you have the Hermit coming up in the heart and soul of your theme for the month of October in love. And the Hermit is a card about like alone time, spiritual awakening, maybe withdrawing from others. So we don't typically look at the Hermit card and think love or romance. We think more of like being alone. But I'm going to explain to you in my experience as a reader how I have found this card to be really a very powerful message when we're looking into love and romance. I was saying that maybe some of you are still coming off of that Aries full moon energy. Maybe some of you had some disagreements with an existing partner. Maybe some of you looked at the pattern of your love life and you were like, man, you know, like the past few situations I've had just isn't cutting it for me. And maybe you're taking a second look at yourself. Maybe you're re-examining your relationships and the people that have been in your life or people who are in your life right now. The thing with the Hermit is I feel Aries, some of you have been finding yourself in a pattern or situation where you've seen people that you've been interested in and you've been a real go-getter. Like you've really maybe gone after them or pursued them. But in that process, you've tried really hard to make yourself compatible, or like to demonstrate ways in which you would be a good partner for that person. So there may have been a lot of editing of yourself, or there may have been a lot of like things that you did to be a good match for that person. And you may have taken up interests for things that were interesting to you in some way, but they weren't like at the top of your priorities. So in other words, you did find common ground. You focused on the common ground, but a lot of your own personal passions and priorities you maybe put on the back burner, you know? And with the Hermit coming up, it's saying that these things need to come to the front and center again. So when Hermit comes up, to me, it's about, you know, just taking a little bit of a break, figuring out who you are on a heart, soul level, what's important to you, what you're passionate about, what your priorities are, and then beginning to go after those passions and priorities, which aligns you with your soul tribe, which brings to you the perfect partner for you. So I feel a lot of you are coming into like this incubator stage where you're about to really align with that massive main soulmate you've been searching for, or that you've been wanting. But the step to getting to that person first is getting very clear about who you are, what you want, what's important to you in life, so that you're bringing in the person with whom you are creating this life. Those of you who are already with someone and you're like, well, you know, I'm not breaking up with my partner because we're already married, or because I know this is the person for me, you know, whatever it might be, then this card is applying to you in the sense that maybe you may be seeking out some kind of mentor or some kind of teacher who's going to help you get over some blocks or some things that maybe about yourself that you might feel are hurting the relationship or holding the relationship back, or just things about yourself that you would like to explore or understand better to make you a better partner for your partner. This could be some kind of spiritual awakening for a lot of you. This could be some need to actually also find a life or an identity of yourself outside of the relationship. This is a major arcana card. Major arcana cards come up when it has to do with our life purpose, our spiritual development, and when they come up in a love reading, it means we're dealing with some kind of soulmate situation here. And a lot of the signs have had, these major arcana cards come up. So a lot of the signs are dealing with soulmate situations, and a lot of it could be because of the energy we have going on right now. There's supposed to be some kind of really massive energy shift this month, and I'm still looking into it, and hopefully, my goodness, hopefully I'll have time to make a video about it. But I mean, I'm still trying to get the love readings out. But I have to read up about it a little bit more before I'm making a video. But there's supposed to be some kind of massive energy shift happening October 2018, and I'm not like a expert astrologer or anything like that. I read more energies and things of that nature. But for this reason, a lot of us are going through some pretty big emotions and changes and things like that. So for some of you, this is just about like you finding out who you are outside of your existing or current relationship. Maybe a lot of you have spent a lot of time trying to be a good spouse or a good parent, trying to be, sacrificing for those that you love, and maybe somewhere along the way, there's just been a lot about you that's kind of fallen by the wayside, and you're picking up those pieces and you're figuring that out again. Like you're coming back into your true authentic identity, which will all in the long run benefit you and give you a more satisfying romantic relationship. So here you have Page of Cups coming up in a way that's something that might be manifesting through this, or a way in which this is going to be presenting itself. So like I said, for some of you, you're getting very clear about who you are, what you want, what you're passionate about, and then you're moving forward, and that's calling in this energy, which is what I said, that love, like a love that you're looking for. Page of Cups is going to be an offer of a new relationship. It's a new love. So typically when it's coming up, it's going to be somebody that is new to you. It could be a friend or somebody that you already knew, but all of a sudden there's like a spark or like a love growing, but it wouldn't be somebody that you were involved with romantically before, because this is new. This is like new growth. So for some of you, who are in an existing relationship, you might be developing a little bit of a crush on somebody outside of your relationship, or somebody outside of your relationship maybe developing a crush on you, or kind of trying to pursue you or come after you. For other ones of you, there might be something happening here with a dream. Okay, like you may have some dream and you're pursuing a dream, but the fire and the excitement and the passion that you going after this dream fills you with is making you more magnetic and more beautiful and more attractive to those around you or to your partner. It's like you're coming to life again. For some of you, you're coming to life again. There's some kind of passion project or something that you're putting your attention on, which is making you more beautiful, more desirable, more dreamy, to somebody in your life. So this is a general reading, guys. It's going to apply in different ways to different ones of us. So be sure to check out your moon sign and your rising sign. There will be added layers there. And check out the weekly reading for your zodiac sign. I do more of general topics there, but I also pull one card for love every week. So there'll be another layer there for love as well. And check out the pick a card readings, because those might also bring in more information for you. This next card is going to tell us what's happening here in terms of like what you might have to deal with, something that maybe is unavoidable, but it's just a heads up for what you may do or what you can do to help the situation for yourself. And you have the Chariot, and look, my friends, again, major arcana. Major arcana, major arcana. So whatever is happening in your life this month, in your love life for romance, it's really significant, you guys. This is a really big crossroads for you guys. You have more than one major arcana card coming up. And the thing with the Chariot is really it's about moving forward. So some of you are really going to have to be making a decision about an existing relationship, and maybe this is why you're going into hermit mode at first, because you're having to decide what direction you're taking this relationship in. Are you staying with this person and moving forward, advancing the relationship, or are you going a separate ways? It could just be basically that this is a situation in a relationship where you're at that point where you all have to decide, are we doing this for real? Are we committing? Are we moving forward? Are we advancing this relationship? Are we taking the next step? Are we moving into marriage? Are we moving into family? Are we buying a house together? Are we investing in the future together? Or are we, breaking up? Whatever moving forward may be, because moving forward can be a lot of different ways for a relationship, especially depending on what stage your relationship is already in. So some of you are either deciding if you're going to advance or walk away from a relationship. Other ones of you are having to make a decision to move past somebody that maybe you've been waiting on, somebody that you've been waiting to come back, or you've been hoping. Maybe there's just been a love in your heart from the past that you were still holding out hope for, but you're having to make a decision to leave it and to move forward. Because that's the thing about the Chariot, guys. It's really a card about direction and moving in that direction. But you can't move until you've picked a direction. That's first and foremost, you got to pick a direction. So this to me is about making up your mind, which really also confirms what we were saying here about figuring out what's important to you and like what your priorities are and all that good stuff. So you're having to make up your mind and you're having to move forward. I feel that for some of you, there's a certain sadness in moving forward because there's a certain blame that you are imposing upon yourself. Like you're blaming yourself for not having been enough, or for not having done the right thing, or for having made some mistakes where maybe you did some things you shouldn't have done. But you can't fully move forward until you forgive yourself and until you realize that things happen for a reason, things happen for a purpose. And that, you can't hate yourself. You can't hate yourself for anything that has happened. And everything comes into our life for a purpose and for a reason. And that as you move forward and as you go on with your life, those reasons will become clear to you over time. But for now, you might have to be more in a place of faith and forgiveness towards yourself so that you're able to move forward. The next card is going to tell us what may be coming in that might be helping you, Aries, in your situation with love and romance for the month of October. And we have Queen of Pentacles. So, Queen of Pentacles, to me, I typically associate with the home. And I know that might sound crazy, but that's just like the relationship that I have with this card. Queen of Pentacles is going to be an earth sign, obviously. So some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Some of you may have earth in your chart. Some of you are trying to develop more of the earth sign characteristics. But what's going to help you guys is by becoming comfortable with yourself, because Queen of Pentacles, she's a confident person. She's focused on her business. She's focused on her money. She's responsible. She's making good decisions. Very much like King of Pentacles. It's the type of energy where there's the Midas touch. That which they put their focus on, that which they invest in, flourishes and grows. So they're able to take opportunities and make those opportunities grow. For me also, the King and Queen of Pentacles may be that you're being offered something that to you feels bigger than what you're actually ready for, and you may be tempted to turn down an opportunity. But if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. Another thing about Queen of Pentacles is, like I said, I associate her with the home, because Queen of Pentacles likes to have stability, likes to be rooted, likes to be grounded, likes to have her territory, her sanctuary, her spot, and she likes for it to have beautiful things. We're not talking about gold digger, we're not talking about overly materialistic, but just, hey, I work hard and I want to have a nice place to come home to, and I want to have pretty things around me, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I think, Aries, for some of you, that love that you're wanting, or the relationship that you're wanting, is gonna come for you the more that you're becoming stable within yourself. Maybe you've been looking for that stability outside of yourself, but you're going to have to find the stability within yourself, and you're going to have to create that sense of home for you wherever you're at. You know, you might not be able to like go out and get your own apartment right now. You might not be able to buy a house right now. Maybe you're living with roommates, maybe you're living with family, maybe you're renting a room out of somebody's house, and you're very limited in what you can and can't do with your space. That's okay. This is more about the vibration. This is more about like being at home as much as you can within yourself and within your energy, and what you can do in your space to feel at home. You don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. You don't have to go out and like completely and totally redecorate everything, but you can find some, you know, cute little thrift store finds. You can definitely find you know, things like, you know, discount stores and things that sell things for really cheap. And you don't even necessarily have to buy things. You could maybe just rearrange things around, or put things in a different order, or get rid of junk, or get rid of clutter, or get rid of things that remind you of sad times or old relationships. But the more that you're established in this sense of sanctuary and home for yourself, the more you're putting that energy out, and the more you're calling in that type of a partner. I hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. So let's check out your outcome here, Aries. And you have Ace of Wands. So this is a new beginning. Okay, but also this is passion. This is passion. So remember how I was saying, for me, the Hermit sometimes comes up because you are being asked to find your passions. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, they try to manifest love, and they work so hard to find the right person, or to appear to be the right partner, or, you know, like, I have my life together, and, you know, I am stable, and so I want somebody to see this about me and to build a life with me. All of that makes sense, but the reason why some people are able to manifest love and some people aren't, the people who are more lucky in manifesting love, I mean real love. I don't mean about, you know, we all have those friends on Facebook, or like, you know, or whatever the new social media is, you know, Instagram, whatever. It's like they are with the love of their life every year and a half, or every few months. It's like they go through a lot of relationships, and every single relationship, this is the one. This is the love of their life. This is, they didn't know what love was until this person came along. And there's all of these pictures of them being cutesy together, and, you know, hugging and kissing, and flowers and trips, and I don't know what. We all have those friends, and they go through partners like changing socks, right? And every single partner is the most amazing true love that they never knew that they would ever find, and they're so lucky to have this person. We all have those friends. That's not love. That's codependency. That's a whole other craziness, you know. But for people to really, really manifest love, those are the people who are connected with their passions. They're not looking for an identity in somebody else. They're not looking for a security blanket. They're passionate about life. They're passionate about their purpose. They're going through life with passion and purpose. And that makes them magnetic, and that makes them beautiful, or handsome, or sexy, or whatever you want to call it. And that's what helps them bring in the right person for them, the right counterpart, so to speak. So you all are connecting with your passions in some way, your purpose, what's important to you, the direction that you're wanting to go in, and this is going to be bringing in love. For some of you, you're just really coming into feeling good about yourself, confidence. You are coming into that physical energy, and you're getting your groove back. You're getting your fire back through feeling sexy, or through somebody who's awakening that physical sexual passion in you. It might be what you need to just kind of get your fire back after whatever it is that you've been through, especially if you're going through this period of, like, you know, maybe being alone or having been alone. So again, this is a general reading. It's going to apply in different ways for different ones of you. It's very hard for me to say, you know, it's going to be the same exact thing for every single person. And it might be hard for me to think of every single scenario in which way these cards may apply to you. But I've tried to cover as many scenarios as I can. So be sure to check out your moon sign and your rising sign. Those may tell you more. And you may need a private reading, guys. And I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. If you check out the description in this video, it'll give you a list of the different readings that I offer and the prices of them. And I try to have options for everybody so that readings can be affordable for everyone. I have really affordable options. I've got a little bit more pricey options, but I try to work with you. So reach out to me, email me, AmethystAngelLight@gmail.com, or go ahead and message me on Facebook or Instagram, AmethystAngelLight. If you want to do a private reading, we can set something up. And check out the Pick a Card readings, guys. If you haven't already hit subscribe and the notification button, go ahead and do that. And then you'll get notices when the next videos are up in the next couple of days. And check out the general reading for the week for your sign. Every week I post a general reading, so check that out too. That might add a little extra information as well. And every single day on social media, I do a free card of the day. I do a free pick a card of the day. So join me there too in between the videos, guys. I hope you have a fabulous October, Aries. I will see you during the weekly videos for the rest of the month, and hopefully, you know, daily on the social media in between the videos. But I think that you all are really at an exciting turning point here where you are coming into you and what you want and what's important for you. And that's what's going to bring in the real deal love for you guys. Okay? So take care.